The most successful mortgage brokers are the ones that have managed to focus the most attention on the profitable activities in their business, networking and client interviews. An interesting exercise is to break out the amount of time that you spend on different aspects of your business. Imagine a broker that spends 30% of their time on marketing and general activities and the rest on home loans. If that broker settles 8 loans per month, then they have effectively spent 15 hours per settlement. If we were generous and said that 3 hours of that was interviews and another 2 hours was submitting the application, then we're still left with 10 hours of general administrative work that gets done between submission and settlement. It's actually easy to measure loan processing times if you look at the businesses that employ full-time loan processing staff. A good processor can comfortably handle around 30 loans per month. This works out at 6 hours per client or an hour per client per week, where the average settlement might take 5 or 6 weeks when we include pre-approvals, construction loans and refinances. Okay, so now we know about 50% of our time gets wasted on tracking our loans from submission through to settlement. So what if we could free up that time by outsourcing the processing to an expert? We would pretty much double our capacity for volume. And what if the cost of doing that was only around 10% of revenue? It would make for a much more profitable business. For some brokers, the best solution is to hire administrative staff. But if you're about to take that step, you need to take into account that a $60,000 a year employee can end up costing over $80,000 if you take into account super, holidays, and additional fixed costs within your business. And if you have 3 quiet months, the expenses don't scale back accordingly. So what are the benefits of outsourcing the processing instead? Number 1, you convert fixed costs to variable costs, meaning that your expenses directly relate to revenues, so that you can be profitable even in the quiet times. Number 2, you don't need to worry about recruitment, training, conflicts, holidays or sick days. Number 3, your processing becomes more zen. The processing is the chaotic component that distracts brokers from the more important activities. Insight Processing has been providing outsourcing services to brokers since 2006. Our team have all had extensive experience and come from banking or mortgage broking backgrounds. We communicate extensively, not only with yourself and the client, but all other involved parties like real estate agents, solicitors, builders and accountants, as a way of promoting your business to potential referral partners. As an example, an agent will receive status updates 5 times from submission through to settlement, and this alone has generated a lot of extra business for our brokers. We use Prime software, which is the #1 loan processing tool in the industry. It gives you loads of information about your business and complete transparency, showing visually where your files are up to. It monitors all client communication, generating alerts if a file starts to fall behind. And at settlement, we wrap up the entire history and documentation into a single email that is sent to you for upload into your own client management system. If you want the best possible service for your brokers and clients, visit insightprocessing.com.au and register for more information.
Created using Powtoon.